Welcome to Babonga's channel. Today I'm gonna sculpt from polymer clay Skioula's head. Skioula means little shadow and it's gonna be my new BJD doll. To create her head I chose a mix of polymer clay colors that will give me an obsidian off black look. This aluminum foil head shape covered with polymer clay is the base for everything else. Using liquid polymer clay will help attach the raw clay parts to the baked clay surface. I chose to start working on the mouth first and then lower lip and chin area. Skioula is gonna have a kind of pouty baby mouth with a rather sad expression. So I'm using my tools to give it exactly that. I want her to be sad and thoughtful, and I may revisit the mouth area later. Now the nose. The nose will also be small, upturned and baby-like. Generally, Skioula Little Shadow is gonna look innocent, baby-like, a little bit sad and thoughtful. Her body is not gonna have much anatomy. I'm going to make her a little chubby, a little childlike, and generally she's not gonna be a very elegant BJD doll. After the nose, I'm moving to the chin area to make it a little more pointy and to give it more shape. After this, I'm going to add a little volume on the forehead to make it more round, always using liquid polymer clay to make the raw clay stick. I will also add a little bit on the eyebrow area to give her a deeper, more troubled look. You see that all these additions are possible because I have the head shape already baked, so it's good to have a base. Now I'm preparing for the ears. Skioula is going to have pointy ears. I don't know why, probably because she's got a little bit of orc blood. Although pointy or not, the ear anatomy is about the same. So I'm taking my time with this in order to make it a little bit realistic. And now all the additions have to be baked. What follows is the time-consuming task of removing the aluminum foil from inside the head. And I mean all of it, because there is a hook to be attached in there for the BJD to function properly. This hook has to be embedded in clay and solidly and firmly attached to the inside of the skull. This was most vital. Now the eyebrows are gonna be blue, and it's not very hard to just place them in their proper positions and maybe give them a little texture. For the lips, on the other hand, placing the blue clay there is more difficult because I don't want to add volume to the lips. I only want the color. So I'm trying to smear the clay there very thin, almost like painting with it. And in the end, it's not gonna be perfect, but it will do. After baking, it's time to attach the eyes. I'm using liquid polymer clay around the sockets from the inside and smear it well there. Skioula's eyes are going to be made from opal colored polymer clay, which I find ideal for her eyes. I'm just pressing the disc there and it will stay. As for her eye color, I'm gonna decide later. Now, this uneven hole has to be fixed, made narrower and more round. And this part took much more time than I thought it would. I painted the eyes with acrylic colors and sealed the acrylics with a very thin layer of liquid polymer clay because I don't want the color to become dull after baking. I told you before that Skioula is gonna be serious looking and maybe a little melancholic. This is why I'm adding eyelids. And after a last trip to the oven, Skioula's head is finally ready.